Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown. I wanted to talk about this not that long ago when I heard about it. Um, when GTA 6 trailer came out, the gaming industry was in a panic mode. Why? Because they were scared that this game was going to come out this year. When the trailer was coming out in 2020, and when the trailer came out in 2023, I think, right? And they thought it was going to come out this year and shit like that, right? And when they and then when they found out it was going to come out in 2025, they had a sigh of relief. And I'm only here literally saying, what the fuck is wrong with all of you? You mean to tell me you rather not compete with GTA 6 because what? Oh, we just can't compete. For example, let me say this right now. If Final Fantasy 7 Remake came out in 2025 when GTA 6 was coming out on the same month, on the same day, you think Square Enix is going to be like, well, we can't put it on that day? Of course, they could do that. They could be like, oh, we're not putting it on that day because it was still the limelight of GTA and shit like that. And I'm only here, and for example, if they did do that with Final Fantasy 7 and shit like that, with the remake of Final Fantasy 7, but but there should not be no reason for that to happen. Was it like that back in the PS1 era and PS2 era, NES era, and the Super Nintendo era? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. All right. When San Andreas came out, there was other games along with San Andreas that came out on that same day also, or around that same month, basically. It's almost like here's 1 week of Grand Theft Auto, the other week is another game, then another week is another game, and so on and so forth. Like I remember at one point that each week was like, hey, for a game, basically, which was great. Nowadays, they acting like they're treating it like a fucking goddamn movie. Sorry, your games are not movies. Your video games are not movies. Sorry, they're called video games for a reason, boo boo. All right, when you are watching, you hear what I just said. Watching a movie, you're watching a movie. When you're playing a game, you're playing a game. You see the difference? What I'm saying here? You don't play a movie. You watch a movie. Okay. And then some of these companies want to make a fucking goddamn movie. Look at the GTA 6 trailer. There's no gameplay there whatsoever. There is no gameplay. Show me a clip of a gameplay in that trailer. Show me it. Show me when you can see literally the fonts of the health bar, the guns and all that shit, and the wanted level and shit like that. Show me that. Instead of just cutscenes. Alright? And look, I get it. It's a teaser trailer. It is. It's a teaser trailer. But that is a sucky way for the teaser trailer, in my opinion. But beyond that, I've talked about it before. I don't have to talk about it much here. But this is a part with the gaming industry right now. You mean to tell me you're afraid to compete with GTA 6? That's your fault. That tells me you have no creativity whatsoever to release, to have some games out. You have no creativity whatsoever. You mean to tell me you're gonna run being scared like a little pussy just because you thought GTA 6 was gonna come out this year? When you first saw the trailer. And then when it said 2025, you were like, oh, good. You're a fucking pussy. I even told my friend this. My friend is just like, damn. And my friend is basically saying, and my friend literally told me saying that then some of these people can't do anything. And it's true. They can't do anything. They can't do anything. If you're a video game designer and you are scared of GTA 6, don't be a video game designer then. Don't be a video game designer. Are you literally intimidated by Rockstar right now? Rockstar is going through shit right now. There's no reason for you to get intimidated from a game when you know this company is a piece of shit. If your company's not a piece of shit and you're listening to the fans and giving them what they want, then you shouldn't be fearful of GTA 6. You should look at GTA 6 and be like, We can do better. But you guys refuse to do that. You guys refuse to tell that to yourselves. All right? How much budget does GTA 6 have? Because I'm still going to talk about that budget with the Godzilla stuff. Because the Godzilla movie was made for 15 million. Godzilla minus one. There's no reason that a video game cannot be made for 15 million. All right? With beautiful graphics or, beautiful graphics, beautiful gameplay, and beautiful story, and beautiful soundtrack. You mean to tell me you can't make a game for $15 million? You mean to tell me that? You mean to tell me you can't make a game for $15 million? I guarantee you that if Square Enix did that and stuff like that, or other companies would do that, you will make more money than you want. If Final Fantasy 16 came out with a $15 million budget, it would have got all its money back and then some. It would have been successful. Maybe not successful gameplay wise for some people or story wise for some people, but successful sell wise, basically. You know? Because at the end of the day, if the game is still shit at the end of the day, then it's shit. It doesn't matter if it made money or not. You could use that money to make a sequel or look at it and be like, okay, let's touch upon it and make a somewhat sequel and then fix the bugs, fix all of that stuff, and listen to people's feedback. Nowadays, we don't even get sequels. We get fucking DLCs and shit like that. Back then, DLCs used to be something special. Now it's not. DLCs are not special anymore. They're not. They're not special anymore. I don't think they never will be. That the specialness of the DLCs died literally in the PS3 era. All right, gaming died when the PS3 era ended, man. All right, it really did. The PS3 era was literally the final nail of the coffin of the gaming industry. You know how some people back then thought, what's next after PS3? Because no one. I remember at one point some people couldn't really think of another PlayStation because PS3 was doing so well, but also everyone knew that we hit our limit with graphics, and we already did. Now it's all about shadows and lighting and all that stuff because they literally once they started mentioning that they're gonna fix the shadows, the lighting, and all that stuff, that's how you know that we hit our peak of graphic wise. Just because you can touch upon the graphics and make them look a little bit more pretty does not mean that you had to make the graphics from the ground up, basically. Does that make sense? Like a port of The Last of Us for the PS3 goes to the PS5 and it looks completely different because they just touch upon it and that's it. All right, sorry about that. So at the end of the day, guys, the gaming industry, you okay? If you're a part of a gaming company, you should not freak out. All right, even if your bosses freak out because of GTA 6, tell them to shut the fuck up. I don't care if you lose your job. You're gonna have to man the fuck up. You have to woman the fuck up sometimes. You have to tell your boss or tell some of your employees saying that, all right, listen, stop paying attention to that shit. We have our own shit. And stop being a little pussy just because you feel like you can't surpass something that the creators left. The creators that made GTA left. There's only one motherfucker that's there because that motherfucker, while they'll do stupid shit to GTA, that's where we see the stupid shit that we see in GTA Online to be in GTA 6 and future GTAs. And I guarantee you this, once he leaves, oh, okay, sorry. I was gonna say once he leaves, that's it. The already Rockstar is already stupid as it is, but once he leaves, the final guy that was originally part of the Rockstar group, once he's gone, what's Take Two gonna do with GTA? That's all we're gonna get with Take Two Interactive, and also with I said 2K, didn't I? With Take Two Interactive and also with Rockstar. All these other GTA games, we probably won't even get it. They probably just keep GTA 6 online, and that's it. And keep making money from that forever and never make another game at all. I could see that happen. I could literally see that happen. But like I said before in my other video of me talking about GTA 6, this game is not coming out though. It's not coming out. These guys are literally trolling you because these video game designers know what's gonna happen to this planet, to be quite honest with you. So they just trying to distract you to the point that you think that's gonna come out, but then when, for crying out loud, man, they knew when the pandemic was gonna happen. Yeah, they did. They knew. They just didn't know what time or what place it was gonna happen. But then it happened and everything got shut down. You know? You have to think about that too. When that did happen, did that stall GTA 6? You know? People have been asking for Bully too for years. We almost got it until you took the team and put them for Max Payne 3, which is kind of frustrating because it's like you mean to tell me you have all these other groups that you took, Rockstar, all these other factions of Rockstar that you took Take Two Interactive, and you can't have one of them do that? All of them need to be in-house making one game? So what's the point of having different types of rock stars like Rockstar Miami and all that stuff in different in one umbrella and making them do other things that you used to do back in the PS2 era? Now you want them all to come together to make one fucking game, and there's nothing else that comes out for you. You know how stupid that shit is? That's really fucking dumb. That's really fucking dumb. You mean to tell me you have all these um other IP, not other IPs. You have all these other companies that you grabbed and you made Rockstar from them under your umbrella, and you're not going to use those type of teams to literally make other games, you know? And then you're just going to grab all of them and be like, oh, instead of you guys making separate games, we're all going to come together and make one game together. And look, that can sound great and everything like that, and that's fine, but when you are a company and you're lacking in games of coming out, then you have no one to blame but yourself. And most people might be like, well, Rockstar and Take Two Interactive can't afford it because GTA Online is doing so great. Yeah, that's their fault. That's their fault. At first, GTA Online was good until they fuck it up over time. They did. They kept fucking it up over time. Remember how they promoted GTA Online as like you being part of the community, helping getting some gang members and all that stuff, warfares and stuff like that, doing missions together and fighting other people. Now you don't even have to do that shit. You can just literally free roam and shoot a whole bunch of fucking goddamn people, or they blow you up. People are literally looking at you with a gun pointing at you, waiting for you to get out of that what is it, invisible state so they can fucking run you over. I can't. You know how many times? I remember one time when I was playing GTA Online, and I made myself invincible basically, so no one won't fucking attack me. I was in my car, going to my freaking house, and a guy just comes in and tries to hit me and tries to go inside my fucking garage, tries to fucking blow me up and shit like that. The hell's wrong with this shit? This is why. This is why I'm not a Rockstar fan anymore. This is why I'm not a GTA fan anymore. I'll play the older GTA games, but I would never play the modern GTA games. Hell no, man. They're dumb. They're not good. They're not good at all. In the gaming industry, that the fact that they're panicked over this shit is fucking stupid and laughable. It is. It's laughable. It's fucking laughable and sad. I'll say this right now. It's different than those type of people that went to the stage of the gaming awards, I think, or some gaming event, and literally was screaming out, "Where's GTA 6?" You know different than those people, man. You know different than those people. Are you serious? You're a gaming company, a gaming industry, and you feel for this fucking game because you can't compete with it. That's your fault. That is your fault. That's your fault. I remember back in the day. I remember back in the day. Companies love to compete with each other. Oh, Super Mario 3 is coming out. Well, we got this motherfucker. You know, for example, and Super Mario Brothers 3 was like a hot shit back in the day. You know, for example, Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. Oh, you got that? Okay, you know what we got? Final Fantasy 7, motherfucker. Super Mario RPG. Chrono Trigger. You know, and those are just examples because everyone knows those are great games. Another one, Castlevania 4, basically. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Competition. It was great. It was amazing. And us as gamers, we ate that shit up and we gave you guys money. Nowadays, we look at you to the point that it's like, why should we give you money if you're this pathetic and this stupid? That's why I made videos saying that don't buy these games. Make your own fucking video game, guys. It doesn't matter if you sell it or not. Make a game on RPG Maker, get an engine and all this stuff and make it your own. And play it. And that's it. And if you want to share it to people and have people play, okay, cool. But for me, at least for me, when I'm done with my game, I'm going to fucking stick to that shit and not buy normal games at all. Why should I buy, like I've said this before and I say it again, why should I buy the new stuff? Why should I buy new games when I can literally make my own one? It's 2024, man. There's no excuse anymore. There's no excuse anymore. As a gamer, there is no excuse. And if any type of gamer tries to find an excuse, then you're lazy. You're lazy. You mean to tell me that if there's a company out there that's not giving you that fix, you mean to tell me you're just gonna not find an other alternative or try to make it your own because you haven't seen it? That's what people back then did. When someone didn't make something that didn't came out or they wanted to see something come out and they never did, they made it. What do you think I joined YouTube? Because I joined YouTube because I saw some videos. I mean, there was videos that I wanted to see that never showed up on YouTube. So I was like, you know what? Might as well make them. This is the shit I'm talking about, man. And the fact that the gaming industry is acting such a pussy way is so fucking stupid. It's so sad. It makes the gaming industry look stupid, and it makes me, when I look at the gaming industry, not care for it. If it died tomorrow, I wouldn't care. If automatically the power shuts out and all this shit, I wouldn't care because I would have been like, well, at least this gaming industry is gone permanently, and so is the school system. Cool, and other shit, you know. But that's like that's other things. This is not an enlightenment video, but it it has to be said. So what if okay? So what do you guys think down below? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you really think that the gaming industry should not panic over GTA 6? They shouldn't. They shouldn't. Because if you're panicking over GTA 6 and you were like, okay, when it comes out in 2025, then that tells me the games that are coming out in this year are completely worthless. Worthless. Fucking worthless. Because if GTA 6 did came out in this year, you guys would be panicking to the fucking moon to try to figure out how to make your game good. Just make your game good. Just have a good story, good narratives and shit like that. The reason you get butthurt, the reason you got scared over that shit is because you have to listen to people that want to put agendas in your fucking video games, man. And that's sad. That's sad. We come to the point of gaming that it's all about agendas and what you want to put in a game to push your agenda instead of making a good story, good script, good characters, great music, and a great game overall. And the thing is, too, it's not like video games cannot be political. Look at Final Fantasy X. That game is political like a motherfucker. Mostly all the Final Fantasy games are. Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy VII. A lot of these Final Fantasy games are political. And that's fine. It's just, it's not pushed to the point that's not shoved down our throat. It's not that. It's not looking at the audience and literally saying, you're stupid. You're stupid if you like that. You're stupid if you like that. You're stupid if you like that. The other game, no games do that, man. Back in the day, they talked about it. The characters gave their opinion, and then if there's a villain, the villain would give their opinion also. But then they would never look at the camera and be like, "If you like this, then you're a piece of shit." For example, if in Final Fantasy VII, it's all about saving the planet, right? And Shinra wants to destroy the planet, right? So what if they look at the camera, breaking the fourth wall to the viewer, and literally saying, "Hey, you fucking tree hugger," some stupid shit that you would literally look at the game and be like, "Did this game just offended me? Just to push a narrative? The hell's on with y'all?" You know? And the thing is, going back, video games sometimes when you make a video game, sometimes you want to put a lot of things in it. And you want to express yourself too. Because sometimes when you see stuff in the world, you just be like, I need to put this in something so people can know what I'm looking at. Something that a lot of artists do when they do cartoons in newspapers and stuff like that. Even South Park does this. And it's worked so much well for them. And they're still doing it to this day. And it's funny too, because if someone else did it, they'd be like, "Oh, how dare you do this?" But if South Park does it, oh, well, it's just South Park. They've been doing that forever. Yeah, but once someone else does it, it's fucked up. Oh, we can't have it. You know? It's like the whole point when I mentioned the whole blackface and Warner Brothers, basically, and they don't want to re-release those and stuff like that. It's almost like they're hiding their history and shit like that. And it's like, why would Warner Brothers do that and shit like that? I'm like, that's how it was back in the day, guys. I'm sorry. You know, That's why they had that part with Whoopi Goldberg saying that, hey, was it gone at the time? Yes, but it still happened. And hiding this stuff is literally saying that it never happened, and you're trying to hide history, and that's not right. It's almost like hiding the freaking bombing of Hiroshima and shit like that. You just don't hide shit like that, you know. Um, that's just me, man. That's just me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think down below. Um, Take care, and I'll see you guys and be safe, because this shit is ridiculous. This stuff with these gaming companies acting fucking crazy just because GTA is like this. I mean, just because GTA is around the corner and all you guys are freaking the fuck out because you have nothing to give to the audience of gamers because you guys suck. And then you're gonna think GTA 6 is gonna be fucking gold. No, it's not. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not. When the creators have left, that's it. It's almost like when Looney Tunes. Remember when Looney Tunes started dropping their budget and all their shorts looked like crap? Then they had to stop making Looney Tunes because the ones that they did made before were still making money for them. Don't be surprised if Take Two Interactive / Rockstar Games does this one day. All right. So I'll see you guys and be safe.